low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles with Brian Giles MTG, and we're back with more Assassin's Creed spoilers. Starting off, we have another land with Abstergo Entertainment, a legendary land. Tap it to add a color, pay 1, tap it to add 1 mana of any color, or pay 3 and tap it, exile it to return up to 1 target historic card from the graveyard to your hand, and then exile all graveyards. Hoo-ha. Next up, we have Sean and Rebecca Agents. These are helpers in your helpers in some of the games. So a green, a white, and blue, and 1 for a 4/4 legendary human assassin scientist. When they enter the battlefield, search your graveyard hand library for a card named the Animus. Cross the battlefield in shuffle. Tap it to add a colorless. When you do, mill 2 cards. Now, the Animus was featured in the Super Drop video. And that Super Drop video I have shared before. But I'm going to go back and show the Animus, because it was one of the first cards that was revealed. Basically, in the machine, you time travel to get the memories that you need from so it's 2 mana for a legendary artifact. Gain your end step, exile up to 1 target legendary creature card from your graveyard with a memory counter on it. Until your next turn, target legendary card you control becomes a copy of target creature, and exile a card with a memory card on it. Activate only as a sorcery. So this thing tutors up the Animus for you. Next up, we have Layla Hassan. So a white and 3 for 3/4 legendary human assassin with first strike. When she enters the battlefield, and whenever one or more assassins you control do combat damage to a player, turn a target historic card from your graveyard to your hand. So she brings stuff back from the graveyard. She's the one in the game that helped you find stuff. Next up, we have Cassidius, Staff of Hermes. Caduceus. I can never pronounce some of these things right. It's the Staff of Hermes. We'll just call it the Staff of Hermes for the sake of thing. So it's a white and 2 for a legendary artifact equipment. Crypt creature has lifelink. As long as you have 30 or more life, your crypt creature gets +5/+5. It has indestructible and prevent all damage that would be dealt to this creature. And equipped for 2 white. This thing is insanely powerful. I mean, in Commander, it's just crazy because you already start off with 40 life. So this thing, this thing's already bad. But in any other life gain decks, you're just popping off. So that's next up we have Apple of Eden and Isu Relic. So 4 mana for a legendary artifact. Tap it, pay for life, and sacrifice it. Look at your opponent's hand, exile those cards face down. You may play those cards this turn, and mana of any type can be spent to cast them. Till end of the turn, whenever you play a land or cast a spell this way, its owner draws a card. At the beginning of your next end step, return the exiled cards to their owner's hand. Activate only as a sorcery. Ew! Oh, that's ugly. You get to basically play your opponent's hand. So if you're playing a lockdown deck, you get to play, your opponent's hand is your own. Oh, that's just an ugly card. Icky. Next up, we have a reprint in Sword of Light and Shadow, which I'm not surprised this has a reprint in this set. So 3 mana for an artifact equipment. Your creature has +2/+2 and has protection from white and black. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, you gain 3 life and return up to 1 target creature card from the graveyard to your hand and equip for 2. Again, it's kind of a flavor win for the set. And of course, you have murder, because we can't say the real word, because YouTube gets mad at us for doing that. So, 2 black and 1 for an instant that reads, destroy target creature. And again, another reprint I'm not surprised to see in this set is Royal Assassin. 2 black and 1 for a 1/1 human assassin. Tap it to destroy target tapped creature. Next up, we have Eagle Vision. So a blue and 4 for a sorcerer that reads, it has free running. Now this is what free running is. You can cast this spell for its free running cost if you deal combat damage to a player this turn with an assassin or your commander and draw 3 cards. So it's a bit expensive if you don't use the free running cost, but if you pay it on the back half, after you dealt combat damage with an assassin or your commander, a blue and 1 for a 3-card draw, that's pretty dope. Especially if you're playing with stuff that's like kind of unblockable. And we've already seen in this set some unblockable stuff. Or harder to block stuff. Next up, we have Petty Larceny. Now, this card is insanely powerful. So, normally it costs a black and 3 for a sorcerer that reads. It has free running. For a black and 1, look at the top 2 cards of an opponent's library, exile those cards face down. Play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. Mana of any type may be spent to cast them. And you create a treasure token. Please excuse my coughing and stuff. Okay, look how insanely powerful this is. I mean, as it is, for 4 mana, you can snag the top 2 cards of your opponent's library, and you can create a treasure token, so you can have extra mana to cast them. But with the free running, if you cast this after you've done some combat damage, that's insanely powerful. you get 2 cards that you can play and a treasure token for 2 mana. That's just ugly. Next up, we have another insanely powerful card in Become Anonymous. So, you got 2 blue and 2 for an instant that reads, exile target non-token creature you own at the top 2 cards of your library in a pile, face down pile. Shuffle that pile and then cloak those cards. So those cards become 2/2 creatures with Ward 2. And you can turn them up, face up for their mana cost if they're creature cards. So you basically play shell game with your creature. So you can hide your creature from removal spells, and they become harder to remove because they got the Ward 2 on them. You don't know which one it is. So playing shell games. The 4 mana for a 3-card shell game. Yeah, that's so blue. That's such a blue card. People have said that. That's just a blue thing to do. Next up, we have the first of the sagas from this set. So, the origin of the Hidden Ones. So, red and 3 for enchantment saga that reads, Chapter 1, Origin of the Hidden Ones deals 4 damage to any target. Okay, that's pretty good. Chapter 2, create 2 1/1 black assassin creature tokens with menace. Okay. And then Chapter 3, whenever assassin you control attacks this turn, create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with menace. Tapped and attacking. So for every assassin you control that attacks you, it gets a 1/1 menace buddy. Yeah. You could create a whole big army. That's going to be fun. Except we have Raven Clan War Axe. So, again, some stuff from Valhalla. A red, white, and 1 for an artifact equipment. When it enters the battlefield, switch your library and or graveyard for a card named Evior, battle ready, and put it onto the battlefield. When you switch the library this way, of course, you shuffle. The equipped creature gets +2, +0, and has trample. And equipped for 2. So Evier Battle Ready. This is a card that's going to be in the starter set that's going to come out with this. So they're going to have a starter deck that has a deck that's, one deck is going to be Assassins, the other deck is going to be Templar Knights. So Evier is going to be the face card of that deck. Evier Battle Ready. So this is going to come with that. Next up we have Escarpment Fortress, which is a white and 4 for a 3/5 wall with Defender and Reach. Other creatures you control get +1/+0. If you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. Ooh, sounds like fun. Not bad. You get a decent wall. It has reach, and it gives a little bit of a boon to your other creatures. Not bad. useful. Next up, we have Surtur Fiery Jotun. I am Asgard's doom! Sorry. I've watched way too much Marvel movies. Way too much Thor movies. So 2 red and 3 for a 5/5 legendary giant god warrior. He has trample. When you cast a historic spell, he does 3 damage to any target. Like I said, this guy it's one of the things out of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It pairs very well with stuff out of Kaldheim. So, hoo-ha. Next up, we have Achilles Davenport. A blue, black, and 2 for a 3/3 legendary human assassin has free running. So he can be cast for a blue and a black if you've dealt damage to a player with an assassin or commander. He has menace. And other assassins you control get +1/+1. So he's kind of an assassin lord too. So, hoo-ha. So we got Rooftop Bypass. So a black, a blue, and 1 for enchantment that reads whenever 1 or more non-token creatures you control deal combat damage to a player. Create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with menace. Next up, we have Auditory Ambush. So a blue, a black, and 2 for a sorcery that reads, choose 1 or both. Return target creature card to its owner's hand. And target player searches their library and or graveyard for a card named Ezio Blade of Vengeance. Reveals it, put it into your hand. Puts it into their hand, and if they search the library this way, they shuffle. So it tutors up this guy, and I think maybe I was wrong. Maybe he is the other half of the starter deck. Next up, we have Sinu, Keen-Eyed Protector. So white and 1 for a 2/1 Bird Scout with Flying and Vigilance. Tap and exile him to gain 2 life and scry 2. When a legendary creature you control attacks and isn't blocked, if Sinu is exiled, put it onto the battlefield attacking. Oh. Okay. Dude, this card is broken. I just realized that you can basically infinite this card every turn. As long as you're controlling, an unblockable creature. And if you're playing blue, black, white, ninjas and whatnot, this card, you you're gaining life, you're scrying 2, and you're getting a free attacker as well. This card is dirty, straight up evil. Somebody's gonna break this card. Okay, we have Basim Ibn Ishak. So he's blue and a black for a 2/2, legendary human assassin. When we cast a historic spell, draw a card. Then he can't be blocked this turn. Ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on him. Okay. So you cast historic spells, you draw cards, he can't be blocked. And when he deals combat damage, he gets bigger. Not bad. Except we have Coastal Piracy, so 2 blue and 2 for an instant that reads I believe this reads whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh, there it is, down here at the bottom. Yeah, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, draw a card. Yeah, so 2 blue, 2 for an enchantment that causes you to do that thing. That may be a reprint, but and finally, because we're over 22 minutes, we'll cover this pretty quickly. And this is also as a reprint and reconstruct history. Is a red, a white, and 2 for a sorcerer that reads return up to 1 target artifact card, up to 1 target enchantment card, up to 1 target instant card, up to 1 target sorcery card, which target planeswalker card from the graveyard to your hand. So that comes out of Strixhaven, and yeah, I can see the uses for that, and of course at the end you exile reconstruct history. So hoo-ha! That's all I have for right now. We'll see you on the next video.